Okay, so y'all, family, friends, I need help. Um, so he's outside of my house. We run to Massachusetts because I was told that Massachusetts had different laws like protection of state, which I definitely needed because Alabama was dangerous, is dangerous. Um, so I go to Massachusetts and I'm told to get in contact with the first domestic violence center that's there. Make sure you get yourself into their program. I start looking for help. I meet all kinds of wonderful people. Me and the kids are enjoying life. The years are ticking by. I never stopped looking for help because I wanted to go to work. I wasn't able to work during this time because we were hiding and in hiding. I People are saying, "Oh, she was with this man and that man and this man and that man." No, I never had a man in my life while I had my children with me. I did date. They were never in my home for longer than the time it took to pick me up for a date. I'm a grown woman. I can date. Obviously, I wasn't with Shaylish anymore. I actually only had 2 dates the whole time that I had my children with me and in Massachusetts. I only dated 2 men for a very short period of time. I noticed the red flags. I was healthy, and it just didn't work out. I was too busy being a mom. I was too busy being a dance mom, a gymnastics mom, a music mom. My kids had all kinds of stuff to do. I was too busy for a man, and that's like the furthest thing from my mind at this time, honestly, to be with a man. Even now, even though I have a significant other, we don't live together. We see each other when we see each other, and it works out for us. And anyway, I didn't live from man to man house. My children were always with me. They did have friends, which they would stay the night at friends' houses. We had made a good life in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Even though we were in hiding, people knew me as Nikki. I still continued to look for help, and it was at this time that Nevada Cop Block picked up my story, and they tried to help me. They did some investigation on their own, and they let me know. At this time, we did not want to put that into the paperwork, but they let me know that I am not the only woman that the Millbrook and Troy, Alabama police have done this to. They have researched it for a while, and there is definitely some immigration fraud going on with the police department. I'm snitching today. Yes, I am, because I've been hunted, and I'll get to that in a little while. But the Millbrook, Alabama police is, I'm not the only one. There's other cases, and they brought up a name that I knew. Like I told you before, I have reported him many times for immigration fraud. I have reported him for the marriage fraud ring that he ran with Dennis. Dennis's name is Hamung Padiyar, is his real name. He married Stacy under the same pretenses. Stacy also went to jail for domestic violence. They made Stacy domestically violent. And then Dennis, Hamung Padiyar, had his real wife come over, and they had a baby together after making Stacy domestically violent and having her put in jail, and then divorcing her, freed him up to get his citizenship through vow fraud, and that's what they're doing. And him, Badari, and Al were all running these rings where they would have black women marry, or even drug-addicted women marry these Indian men for citizenship for just a little bit of money. And when I found this out, I did report it. Nothing ever happened. When I found out that I was one of these brides, I reported it. Nothing ever happened. So while in Massachusetts, as I said, I was looking for help. And while in Massachusetts, I contacted the Department of Justice. I had a meeting with them. They saw my videos, they heard my story, they looked into stuff, they said it's not any good. They also told me, I didn't know anything about Judge Sibley Reynolds at this time. I just knew that Miss Pogue, which was the children's guardian at Liam, told me that after she told me she wasn't going to do anything, but what the judge had told her to satisfy New York, she told me that I needed a good lawyer because Judge Sibley Reynolds wants to put you away. And I thought that was just kind of weird. Okay, he doesn't know me and anything. Why would he want to put me away? I was told several different times about Judge Sibley Reynolds, but I didn't keep it in my mind at that time. Okay. But when I talked to the Department of Justice, and I forget the guy's name, big black guy, older, real authoritative looking, really nice guy anyway. Anyways, after they got back to me on it, after having a meeting with I want to say it was the ROPE program, or one of the programs in Massachusetts that stepped up and was trying to help me, had a meeting with the Department of Justice, and after they took a look at everything, they said, you know what? We are not going to take on your case because it's a no-win against Judge Sibley Reynolds. We've had bigger cases than yours, with deaths involved with this judge, and it has never been a no-win. He violates people's civil rights on the regular, and that I was lucky to be away from Alabama. I was lucky to have my children with me at that time, and lucky to be in hiding. And at that time he said, you're in hiding, it's easier for you to hide than for us to go against the system that is against you or after you. And glad you're here, sister, and you're okay. If and when you are found, we will step up and do something then, but you're safe here in Pittsfield now. Let's just keep it at that. So then I went home from that meeting and I started Googling Judge Sibley Reynolds and came up with a plethora of civil rights violations from this lawyer, and him being investigated by the FBI, and nobody's been able to do anything. He's been in office for like 20-something years, and everybody thinks that what he's doing down there is great. So that's what I was told. I also contacted the EJC or whatever, Equal Justice Opportunity Center or whatever, and I was told the same type of thing. Two different men told the same type of thing. Multiple domestic violence centers. No one knew what to do. They never, ever heard of anybody getting custody on a default divorce. Never heard of a divorce going through the court without the other person. The police brutality that I suffered and my son suffered was another weighing factor in all of this. So I've got kids to raise, and I want to live a life. And I was finally felt free, but was not free. Was trying to secure my freedom. For some odd reason, he is hell bent on me going to jail, and is still hell bent on me going to jail. Anyway, so sorry about the barking dog, guys. So sorry about the barking dog. Anyways, trying to secure my freedom. I'm living the life in Massachusetts. We feel great. Still kind of scared. I started talking to Shayla Shanna, try to get him to talk to the kids. He refuses to say a word. He wouldn't say anything. This is like going towards the end now of Massachusetts. We have been there for 2 years, almost 2 years, and I started talking to him. He wouldn't say anything. I'm crying to him. I'm begging to him. Please stop this. You know, why do I have to go to jail? This is at some point or another I get in contact with his girlfriend, and I talked to her, and I said, you know, can you guys please, you know, tell him to come to my mom's house. We can work this out. Why do I have to go to jail? You know, why are you doing this to me? Stuff like that. She was nice at first, and then she came back at me next time, retaliated, told me she was going to abuse my kids when she got her hands on them, called me all kinds of nasty names out of her mouth. It was just ugly for no reason. She turned ugly for no reason. I'm bad, I'm this, I'm that, I've done this, I've done that. I've never done anything, honey. You don't really know me. You're only going by what he's told you, and he has lied. He has lied to everybody. I did not do any of those things that he said or that the police said that are done, that I have done of Alabama. So now we're living in Massachusetts. Now I'm getting nervous. I'm feeling like I'm not going to ever get any help. I'm not going to be saved. I'm feeling that the police is going to come get me. I'm going to end up dead like Corinne Gaines. She kept telling everybody the police is going to kill me, police is going to kill me, posting videos, doing the same thing I'm doing right now. And nobody heard her, and the police ended up killing her. Everybody knows, or if you don't know, look up the Corinne Gaines story. Rest in peace, Corinne Gaines. Anyway, I'm living in Massachusetts. Life is great. 2 years passed by. Um, he, along with the Millbrook, Alabama police, concoct a story. And this story that was concocted, I am going to tell in the next video. It gets serious. So the National Missing and Exploited Children were called by the Millbrook, Alabama Police Department and Shalish Tana, and a story was concocted. And I'm going to cut the video there and pick up with that story on the next video.